Antichess Endgames Chapter 11, King vs. Rook and Bishop. We already learned in Chapter 2 that Bishop vs. King is a draw. So what happens if there's a Rook to help out the Bishop? First, bring your Bishop and your Rook to the same side of the King. Remember, you want to give up your Bishop first to get a winning endgame with Rook vs. King. If the King approaches us, such that we cannot make progress with the Bishop against the King, let's make a waiting move with a Rook. The King has to move backwards to not lose immediately, and we follow it with the Bishop in our already internalized pattern of Chapter 2. Now, the big difference is if the King moves backwards straight. Here we can come in with a Rook and move in between both pieces. Now the King has to move again, and if it moves, say, here, we follow it again with a Bishop. However, if the King moves backwards once again, don't move your Rook, but use that tempo to get your Bishop closer and make a waiting move if necessary. Here it's the same situation as before, where we cannot make progress with a Bishop, so we move the Rook to the middle and cut the King one move later. Black may try to hide in the corner, but here we can already go in for the final Zugzwang position and let the King collect both Rook and Bishop to obtain a clean anti-chess win for white.